Okay, let's start the effect straight. The first thing we do is a jump cut effect, which I did in a previous video already. For that, just use 5 frames of your clip and move then a few frames and make a cut and delete the rest. Continue the steps till you have around 5 or 6 short frames of your clip. Just use always 5 frames and delete the rest. Then you click on the menu sequence and click on close gaps. To pimp your jump cut effect, you can add the brightness and contrast effect and drag it to the first clip of the effect. Then on effect controls, you set a keyframe in the beginning with 50 on brightness and 50 on contrast, then move 2 frames and set both back to 0. Copy the effect and drag it to the other clips. Now we start with or glass bar effect. For that, I recommend using some freeze frames of clips, which you can add to make it more interesting. The freeze frames are 10 frames long. To pimp them too, we're gonna make them black and white, so drag the effect to them. You can also add the noise effect to them. These will bring a bit of grain to them. The noise level you can make around 25%. Make sure to copy both effects and drag them on the freeze frames. Looks really good. Now we create an adjustment layer and drag it above our first freeze frame. As mentioned, the freeze frame is 10 frames long, so also work with a 10 frames adjustment layer. Now in the effects, you search for the transform effect and drag it to the adjustment layer. In the effect controls, you click the checkbox uniform scale and bring the scale height to 150. Bring the scale width to 30 and the rotation to 25. Down on transform, you set the scale to 130. Now you see you have this kind of glass bar on your footage. Now we will play with the position. Set a keyframe on position and drag the glass bar to the left and drag the keyframe in the beginning. Now move few frames and set another keyframe on position, but this time we bring the effect to the right. This is a very simple effect which you can also copy now to the other clips. What you can also do is to highlight one of them and go back to the effect controls and change the sides from the keyframes which we set on position. This will change how they appear. Copy it also for the other freeze frame. Copy this effect the last time on a random part, so you have 5 in total. Highlight now the freeze frames and play with the scale to make the effect even nicer. Just go to the effect controls and set a keyframe in the beginning on scale and then another one with a bit of zoom. Do the same for the other freeze frames too. You see with the movement it looks more professional. Make sure to bring the movements to all of the freeze frames so we have a smooth transition. Now create another adjustment layer and drag it to the clips. You can also leave the effect like it is, but as always, I want to show you my shake effects, which you can combine with a lot of effects. Make the adjustment layer 6 frames long and bring them on top of our effects. Then you drag and drop my shakes on the adjustment layer. The link you can find in the description. You can copy the adjustment layer a few times so it fits the beat of the project. Just make sure to always go with the beat so they fit perfectly to your project. On the last clip, you can play a bit with the glass bar effect and bring it also to black and white. Let's see how it looks now with the shakes. To really finalize this clips, you can drag some overlays on top of your project. In the description, I give the overlays for free. Just download them and play with them. You can find dirt and dust and also a powerful grainy number overlay. Last but not least, we add some sounds to bring this edit to an end. Make sure to like and subscribe and see you in the next video.